So, just got done watching my third and fourth game of the day. First time I watched four games in one day. Four games in one day. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm tired. I've been watching games since 1:20 and it's 10:30 at night now. So, let's talk about what just happened. Cause we watched the Dodgers and the Mets and the Cardinals and Nationals had get into a doubleheader. Now I talked about the Cardinals and Nationals earlier, so I will talk about that one. Let's talk about the Dodgers and the Mets first. Cause it's the first time I watched the Mets and Dodgers game this year for either team, and they were on ESPN, so this was interesting. So the best second baseman in the National League, probably in all of baseball, Mookie Betts, went 4 for 4, had a home run and 3 singles. So that was nice to see, all-star. He's great. They were talking about how he joined a list of like 4 hit games with there's 7 players to have a home run and 3 singles, 30 years or younger, and he's like, Albert Pujols on this list, and Lou Gehrig, and Al Simmons, and A-Rod, and Miguel Cabrera, and whatever. Did Mookie Betts always have to be so good? So Mookie Betts had a home run tonight, so that put the Dodgers up 1. He hit it off of Kodai Senga, a never all-star. But then Brandon Nimmo came up, and he tied us at 1. So I'm surprised he wasn't all-star. Wasn't all-star last year. Probably should have been. Wasn't all-star this year. Probably should have been. So, not Brett Beatty. I'll get to Brett Beatty. Oh, don't worry, I'll get to Brett Beatty. But Brandon Nimmo tied us up at 1. I am so tired. So we were tied at 1 from the 4th to the 8th. Kodai Senga doing good. Tony Gonsolin looking good. Everyone else struggling. Normal stuff. And we get to the 8th inning. And this is when the wheels fell off for the New York Mets. Because, what was it? David Peralta hit the ball, and Pete Alonso got it, tried to throw it to second, but threw it high, and Francisco Lindor had to come down on the bag and then try to throw it back to first, and that didn't work, and so the Dodgers scored a run that way, so they were up 2-1, and this team is just uber frustrating because we're at the bottom of the 8th, and we have first and third, we have Tommy Pham on base. We have, I forget who else was on base. And then we bring Mark Canha up. First pitch, he pops it up. We bring up Brett Beatty. He strikes out. Kyle, what's his freaking name? Ferguson. Kyle Ferguson would just destroy the Mets in the bottom of the 8th and not allowing any of those runs to score. Brusdar Graterol shut them out. And Alec Vesia, that's his name. He shut the Mets out too. And so then we get to the top of the 9th. Mets down 2-1. It's still looking like a winnable game. They can come back in the bottom of the 9th, right? Brett Beatty made the biggest mistake that I've ever seen in a game. What was it? He tried to go for the ball and it hit off his hand or the dirt and then hit off his chest and rolled away from him and all kinds of stuff. So that was an error, and Brett Beatty just really cost in the game. And then the Dodgers do the Dodgers stuff. I think Chris Taylor got a hit, JD Martinez got a hit, just normal stuff. The Dodgers, how did the team not go 162-0? So they pick up 3 runs in the top of the 9th. They win 5-1, and the Mets just continue to struggle. Just continue it. Evan Phillips was destroying them. Okay, so the Mets lose once again. The Dodgers now 15 games above 500. What's new? This Dodger team is so good. The Mets are so bad. They're making so many mistakes, and it's not even fun to watch. This Mets team's so sad. They won 101 games last year. This is not looking good. Now for the Cardinals game, gonna make this one short and sweet. The Cardinals won 9-6. I almost said 9-4, but they scored 2 runs in the top of the 9th. Basically, this was Steven Matz versus Jake Irvin. Not too fun to watch. Steven Matz went 4 1/3, and he gave up 4 runs. Yeah, technically 4 runs because that last one was inherited. And Jake Irvin gave up some runs too for the offense. But the Nationals got their run solo shots by Alex Call and CJ Abrams, so they both went deep. Riley Adams had an RBI single, and Joey Meneses had a sacrifice fly. For the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan had a 2-run triple. I feel like Nolan Gorman had a 2-run hit. I feel like someone hit a home run. I'm blanking. Everton Aranado. That's it. Alex Burleson. Yeah, Alex Burleson hit his 6th home run. Arenado had his 20th home run in the bottom of the 8th. And then they brought out Genesis Cabrera, which never ends well. And he gave up, the Nationals were down to the last strike. Eldemaro Vargas is up. Men on, 2nd and 3rd. And he swaps a double. So, you know, that scores 2 runs. But final 9-6, Dakota Hudson gets the win. Yeah, so the Cardinals beat the Nationals on my mom's birthday. So, you know, that's one bright side. She can be happy for something. So, the Dodgers won the first 2 games of their series against the Mets. The Nationals and Cardinals are split 1 game apiece. Tomorrow, probably going to watch, or technically today when this is going up, going to watch Cubs and Red Sox game 3 of that. Cardinals and Nationals game 3 of that. And then watch game 3 of the Astros and the Angels. That game is currently tied in the 7th before I started making this. Mike Moustakas with a 3-run shot to tie that up in the 7th inning. So I'll keep an eye on how that game ends. But those are the 3 games I'm planning on watching tomorrow. What it is, like 45 innings of baseball in the past 24 hours. I didn't even know that was possible.